Time to head into the casino. It is Friday, after all. Some people love this, some people really hate it. It's amazing on Twitter and Facebook, but we do it anyway. We're back with the panel. You have $100 in chips. This is to find the eventual nominee. How do you break up your $100? Steve Hayes.
So for the Republicans, I'm giving $55 to Marco Rubio, $25 to Ted Cruz, $10 to Chris Christie, $5 each to Ben Carson and Donald Trump. I mean, I think Carson and Trump have a path, but it's a narrow path despite the fact that they're leading national polls today and doing well in the early states. I think Rubio, to me, feels like Apple stock in the late 1990s. He's got sort of talent, he's got a lot of things going for him, and people are beginning to see it the more he gets a stage to present it. And Ted Cruz, I thought, had a really terrific debate the other night and sort of stood out from the crowd in a way that he hadn't in the previous two debates. And I imagine he does get a lot of looks from the people who eventually move on from Ben Carson and Donald Trump.
And it's your first time casino?
Yep.
Welcome.
This is my first
to the table.
Gamble here.
Okay.
I've not done well in actual gambling. So,
let's see how you do here.
So I also have Rubio on top, $30 on Rubio. $30 also on Bush. Yeah, I know, but campaigns are very long, and on paper he has all of the attributes to go that distance. He doesn't have a lot of time to make up for the hole that he appears to be in right now, but I think over the arc of a long campaign, he has an equal shot to Rubio. 20 on Trump, 10 on Carson, and 10 on Kasich. I think both Trump and Carson have shown greater staying power than I would have expected some months before, and I think they deserve to be a part of this now. Okay.
On Twitter, Bobby writes in, and he's got 50 on Rubio, 25 on Cruz, 15 on Kasich, 10 on Christie. Then we've got Yvonne. She's going heavy Trump, 60 on Trump, 25 on Cruz, 15 on Carson. Then this was interesting. Kettle Brand Chips said, Brett, I would eat them. I mean, why would you put chips on weight? Oh, never mind. So we have brands that are watching the casino. Thought we'd share that one. Okay, Jonah, where are your chips?
Oh, no, the potato chips have become self-aware. That's bad news for me. Okay, so for similar reasons that, as Steve explained, I went almost all in for the Cubans. 45 on Rubio, 45 on Cruz. I think Christie is the most undervalued guy out there. I think he has the best chance, unlike Jeb Bush, to actually replicate the McCain strategy of catapulting out of New Hampshire, and $5 on Trump. And if I could make a side bet, I would put, if you gave me good odds, that the eventual ticket is all Cuban.
Wow. That's long odds. Okay. Quickly, winners and losers. Winner first.
My winner, for the same reasons that Steve laid out, is Marco Rubio. He took apart his greatest competition, Jeb Bush, like Hannibal Lecter versus a census taker. And the big loser of the night was CNBC, who got the most amazing ratings they've ever had in 30 years, only to get exposed as incompetent and biased, which has to sting.
Winner, then loser, Ann?
Winner, Hillary Clinton. I think every week that has Trump and Carson at the top of the Republican field is a good one for her. She's also consolidated her better standing in the polls after the Benghazi hearing. NBC poll out just this week has her over 50%. Loser was Jeb Bush. He needed to really hit a grand slam at this debate, and I think he got a single, maybe, and he needed to look a lot more fired up than he did. I just spent a day with him in New Hampshire, and he didn't look that fired up there either.
Steve,
my winner is House Republicans, because after years of infighting and one could argue dysfunction, they've managed to elevate in Paul Ryan, a House Speaker who is a longtime movement conservative, has taken on the establishment and won, and is an effective spokesman for reform conservatism. My loser is Hillary Clinton. She had a good week. I think many people thought she had a great week last week, but I think these emails today are a reminder that she said things in her testimony that didn't get the kind of scrutiny immediately that they're getting now, and she's got, in these new emails, several contradictions of her testimony from last week.
We'll follow it. That's it for the panel.